Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Rashid and welcome back to another YouTube video. Now today's video is gonna be about tackling nafs al-amara. Now you know how I said in the last video that I was gonna make a video on how to cure nafs al-amara? You know what, I had a little think about it and I don't think that you can summarize nafs al-amara in a 10 to 20 minute video. It just won't work and it won't benefit you guys at all. It might spark a few ideas here and there, but it generally won't benefit you guys. So what I decided to do is I decided to go a step further and actually break down each quality of nafs al-amara. Like what is it, where did it come from, you know, what is the damage it causes, and also how do we go about controlling it. Okay, so I'm going to start this video off with the quality jealousy. You know, something that we all feel, we all go through on a day-to-day basis. But what is jealousy? Now this is my own definition of jealousy, okay? It's not something that I found in the Oxford Dictionary. This is just my own understanding of what jealousy is. So you know how people say, you know, you have to be content, brother. You have to be content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, right? In terms of the favors, in terms of, you know, the struggles that you're going through, just be content and be grateful that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you this. And we feel because we are content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, that we generally will not get jealous of anyone, right? And we feel this is the cure to jealousy, but it's not, okay? Because jealousy is not when you're not content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you, it's when you're not content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given to someone else. So where did jealousy come from? Jealousy started off from none other than, you guessed it, Shaitan, Iblis, whatever you want to call him, right? So when did it start? It started when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created the body of Adam alayhi salam and he invited all the angels including the jinn, Shaitan. Now let me just break this down here. Shaitan, the reason why I've specifically said he's a jinn, because when people talk about this event, people automatically assume that Shaitan is a fallen angel, right? Because they've been watching too many movies, been listening to so much music, etc. Their minds have been brainwashed and they believe that Shaitan is actually a fallen angel, which is incorrect, and I'll tell you why. Because angels naturally obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is just something that they do. Whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells them to do something, they do it. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells them to do something, they do it. They cannot, it is in fact impossible for an angel to disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they have no nafs, they have no choice. But you see, Shaitan is a jinn, and just like humans, he has a nafs and also he has a choice on what he wants to do. Now, Shaitan started off just like us. So let me just give you a little history. Shaitan started off just like us before he became what he became, the devil. He started off just like us, and through exerting his efforts in worship, he got given a status by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to become the leader of the angels. So he was given this status, and there was not a single place in the heavens or the earth where Shaitan did not do a sajda to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he was given this status. Now when the news came about that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was going to put a representative of himself on the earth, Shaitan thought, you know what, that must be me. You know, there's no one better than me. I'm the one who got this status, it must be me. And when he found out that it wasn't him, but in fact it was another creation, he got jealous, right? So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gathered them all and told him to do sajda to Adam alayhi salam, all the angels did sajda at exactly the same time except Shaitan. He refused. He said no. And when he was asked why, he said, I am made out of fire and he is made out of mud. I am better than him. And this is one of the greatest problems with society nowadays. We discriminate people due to the color of their skin, due to their size, due to their intelligence, due to their lineage, due to their caste, due to whatever, their financial status. We discriminate them, and this is actually the sunnah of Shaitan, and inshallah I'll get into that in just a minute. So what does the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam say about the damages jealousy causes? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said in a hadith that jealousy eats good deeds like fire eats or burns wood. So from this we understand that jealousy, not only does it cause this negative energy around us, but also it causes us to give our deeds away for free. Give our deeds away like that. So from this we understand that jealousy does not cause anybody any harm except ourselves. It will cause us harm in this dunya and also in the akhirah. So it's something that you should stay away from. So how do we deal with jealousy? How do we cure it, or in fact get better control over it? Now this is something from my own experience. It's something that I feel is working for me. I did a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I said to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Ya Allah, whenever I get jealous of anyone for any reason, Ya Allah, increase them in that thing I got jealous of. So for example, if I got jealous that someone got more money than me, or someone's got this much amount of money, Ya Allah, increase them. But don't let them have my deeds. Don't give them my deeds. And I feel this is really working for me. It's also put in perspective of what it is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them. Number two, you should always feel content with what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. This is emaan. And the last point that I want to touch upon is jealousy is the sunnah of shaitan. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned this in many verses of the Quran, that do not follow the footsteps of shaitan. Indeed, he is an open, clear enemy to you. So whose footsteps do we really need to follow? We need to follow the footsteps of none other than the greatest creation ever created, the most beautiful, the most merciful, the most kind Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because truly salvation lies in the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and calamities in this life and in the akhirah lie in following the shaitan. So those are the 3 points that I wanted to touch upon on how to cure this jealousy. If you want to know more, there are plenty of books out there, plenty of literature, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube as well. Especially if you look into the literature of Imam Ghazali, and also Hamza Yusuf has done a book on purification of the heart, which is a really good read if you are interested in reading it. And that's also the end of this video. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and share with all your friends and family so that they can benefit as well. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. Till next time, keep me in your du'as and I will keep you in mind. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May peace and blessings be upon every single one of you.